Hi, this is Wayne. I want to take a few minutes and go over what you need to consider if you're looking at wireless headsets. I want to cover three basic areas. First is wearing style. Second is if you need the capability to answer remotely. And third is connectivity. So first off, in doing this video, I'm not going to focus on any particular manufacturer or model number because the models change and the manufacturers, we're looking at Plantronics, Netcom, Jabra, Sennheiser, they all have similar models that meet all the criteria, but I want this just to be from the big picture, the conceptual point of view of what to look for. So first off, when I bring up wearing style, it's the personal preference of how you want the headset to fit over your head. So the first option is an over-the-ear model. So over-the-ear models, quick and easy to put on. They have earbuds or ear tips that go in your ear. The circuitry may be behind your ear like it is here. It could sit on the outside of the headset. The over-the-ear models work very well if you don't want to mess your hair up and if you want a low-profile design. So if you talk with customers face-to-face, maybe you don't want a big headband that might be distracting, something over your head. This is very low-profile. People won't even know you're wearing it. The negative to the over-the-ear models, you sacrifice a little bit of battery life because they simply have to put a smaller battery in here. Some batteries are replaceable, some are not, so be sure to look into that. And generally, the over-the-ear models are a little lighter weight, so that's the advantage of going the over-the-ear model. Next would be an over-the-head with a speaker on one ear. So here's what this would look like. You have an adjustable headband typically. This is called a temple pad. That's what makes it really secure on your head when you go with a headband model. Very different than the over-the-ear because this, once you get it in place and positioned just right, it's not going anywhere. You can't shake it loose. So you really do get a good, comfortable fit when you go with an over-the-head model. Other advantage of over-the-head, you have a bigger battery in the circuit, plugged into the circuitry here by the speaker. So you generally get better talk time when you go with over-the-head. You also have a much bigger speaker. You gain a little bit in weight here, but because your head is supporting it, I don't think you really notice it. With the bigger speaker though, you will get better sound quality from what you hear just by being a bigger speaker, and you also get better separation from noise around you because this acts as a barrier. So the bigger this speaker is, the harder it is for outside noise to come in down your ear with what you're trying to hear, so you just simply hear better. So this is the single ear version. This keeps your other ear open so you can easily talk to coworkers. Last option is the dual ear. This is where you cover up both ears. The benefits of going dual ear, you really stay focused on your caller better because you've got both ears covered, you're not distracted by anything going on around you. And I think you simply just get more balanced sound because you've got the sound coming in both speakers. One other interesting concept that happens, if you take an office and convert everybody from single ear to dual ear, you will drastically drop the overall volume level of noise in the office because everyone's not having to talk over each other. So big factor to throw in there is if you want a quieter office, something to look at. So with all these headsets, second concept to look at here is remote answer capability. In the typical headset, if you buy just the headset system, the sequence is you have to turn the headset on and push the headset button on your phone every time you want to take a call. If you work with a reseller that can look up your phone system and find out what other options you have, they'll be able to provide you either a handset lifter or an EHS cable, short for electronic hook switch cable. Adding one of those devices to your solution does three things for you. It beeps in your ear now when you have an incoming call on most phones systems. It also allows you to answer a call remotely with the push of a button, so now you're just pushing one button and you're saying hello. And it gives you the ability to automate the whole process. You're not having to push headset buttons and your phone. So there's a real advantage of going with either a lifter or EHS cable because the big thing is you're able to answer and hang up remotely. And by having indicators, beep in your ear when you have an incoming call, you're also not missing calls to voicemail. So that's also important. Last thing to cover is connectivity. And what I mean by that is what does the wireless unit connect to? So here's an example of the basic model. This is the base unit, just charges the headset. This setup plugs into a traditional desk phone, so your headset is desk phone only. Another option to consider, you spend a little bit more money, but you get a desk phone, a PC, and your mobile phone. So the advantage of doing this, it allows you to have one headset on and pretty much communicate any way you can in your office. So if you're using your headset on your desk phone and that's the bulk of your day, you're up and going. Now you have a webinar you need to attend, or maybe you have a training video. All you do is press the button for the PC, and now you're on that same headset, and it becomes your audio source for your PC. Makes it nice where you're not interrupting your whole office with the speakers blasting away. If you're on a webinar, you can just be on the headset and not interrupt anybody. Third option is it becomes your mobile phone headset. So while you're in the office, if you're taking mobile calls, once again, you're using the same headset to take calls, any which way you need to. So mobile phone, PC, or desk phone. Really ends up being a great convenience. You don't have three headsets laying around. It's one headset and you're wireless to give you the freedom to roam around. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of an idea of what to look for in wireless headsets. We're always here to help you at Headsets Direct. You can call us at 1-800-914-7996 or visit us online at www.headsetsdirect.com. We've been doing this since 1996, and we really are certified by the manufacturer to be headsets experts. So give us a call. We're always glad to help you. Thanks.